What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. I have a special guest, Alonzo. Wow, I would tell you this. You came to my radar for the next shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. When I saw you, he posted a clip of your song "Sexing You," and I said the vocals, the arrangement. Everybody kept saying, "Oh my gosh, you sound like Prince," and I said, "Let me listen." I said, "This is dope." So I listened to, I was to see your record, and I was like, man, this is incredible. So my first question would be, man, what made you get into music? Get into your new single.
You know, music has been like a long time love of mine. My first gift, as my mom would call it, was dance. And so for many years, I was a professional dancer, but the whole time I wanted to be a singer. And I would be hiding somewhere singing. And when she would leave the house, I'd be singing loud, doing big old high notes. And nobody knew that I could do these things because I was just a dancer. And so one day I just started taking singing seriously. And here I am, the artist that I always wanted to be.
And I was looking that you were born in Chicago and you grew up in, what was that, Rockford, Illinois?
Rockford, yep.
And how was that? Like, so you still represent Chicago, even though y'all be represented without, but how was, so do you remember anything from Chicago?
I mean, I moved from Chicago, I'd say at about 6 years old. And I would go to Chicago because I still got family there and stuff. But Rockford does not play. If I was to sit on here today and be like Chicago, they would be cussing me out on my pages. You know you from Rockford. Don't you be talking no Chicago this and Chicago that. But yeah, I was born in Chicago. Rockford is home though. It's about an hour and a half away from Chicago.
So I was listening and I saw something amazing in your bio that the Prince, his estate, invited you to do the tour.
Yeah.
So the For You Prince symphony tour, how was that?
Dude, the biggest honor and highlight of my career. There was this tour called the For You Prince tour. It was a symphony orchestra, and the symphony orchestra worked with the Prince estate. They partnered with the Prince estate to put this tour on, and that tour happened for a year with no singer. Like the violins and everybody would play the verse like they were singing. The year they had toured all over Europe and everything for about a year, and when they got back, I was singing at Whiskey A Go Go. Are you in LA?
No, I'm in Dallas, but I do see you out working.
Yeah, I'll be at a couple places. So I was singing at Whiskey A Go Go. It's like in West Hollywood on the Sunset Strip. And I got off stage that night, and the president of the tour company just pulled me to the side, and he was like, "I think you would be perfect for something, but the Prince estate is going to have to approve." And I was like, "What's that mean?" So long story short, fast forward about 6 months later, they had booked me to be the lead singer of that tour that had never had a lead singer before. Because initially the Prince estate, first of all, Prince's people don't play. Like, you post a Prince cover on YouTube, they snatching it down. They really, really are protective of his brand, and they were very really protective because they didn't want a Prince impersonator. Prince did not like impersonators of him. And so they wanted us, if they were going to allow a singer to sing on that tour, they wanted someone that naturally had his essence without even trying. And surprisingly, believe it or not, I didn't know much about Prince before this tour.
Wow.
People would think that I listened to Prince my whole life because I remind a lot of people of him. But it wasn't until that tour only a year ago that I even had to start learning a lot of his songs. All I knew up until that point was Purple Rain. And but it worked to my favor because they appreciated that I had this Prince essence and I wasn't a huge Prince fan. And it was the biggest honor of my career. We toured around the United States. We did sold out Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado. It's like a benchmark venue like Madison Square Garden or, any of like the major venues. Red Rocks was a big moment for me, and I was just honored, that they even would allow me to do that.
Because are you with a major label? Because you putting in work like you signed with a major label. Are you getting finance from these major players in the industry?
I wish, bro. I wish. Every move that I have made up until this point has been 100% independent, and I'm tired of spending my money anyway.
Yeah, I know you is tired because I'm looking at the production. You have band members, guitar players, drummers.
Yeah.
Like you put on a show. If you all go check out his IG, I'm telling you, and streaming Sexing You, like that to me, that record. Let's talk about that record. I saw that on the Neighborhood Talk. Yeah. Man, that song is a hit. And it reached the iTunes charts, but it was like 20 something on iTunes.
Yeah, I was at 21.
Wow, yeah. 21. So let's talk about
it. I wanted 20 because I can't say top 20 because I was at 21. But 20 or 21 was where I landed, and I was literally right in between Usher and Chris Brown.
Wow.
And above Usher was Chloe and Halle. Right below Chris Brown was John Legend and Toni Braxton. Like I was right in the same, view of them, and the charts were just switching around all day, and my managers were watching that, and we were just like, do you not understand that these are in the whole top 30? I was the only artist not signed to a record label.
Wow.
Around all of these heavy hitters, these were not new artists, and it was crazy. But yeah, Sexing You kind of shook up the charts.
It was dope. Dude, you gonna have a video for that?
Yes, and we finished it already. The video, this is going to be an exclusive for the Wiley Show, bro.
Yes.
Video drops on September 28th.
I'm here for it. And that is going to bring more exposure to the record because the record is dope. I'm like, man, awesome. You, man. So I just said, okay, let me go on Alonzo, let me go on Apple Music. And this my other favorite. Save Me From Myself. When I heard that, I was like, whoa, that is a dope record.
Thank you, man. It's been a long journey figuring out my original music. Because I started taking music seriously from like 2013. That's when was my first. I toured China for about 4 years.
Wow.
I sold out 4 tours in China. And throughout from 2013 to 2019, I had been touring. I had been doing a lot of performing, but I hadn't released any of my own music. I was literally selling out tours, singing covers. And this music that we've been releasing, from Your Medicine, that was my first single last year. That was top 100 in the rock charts. That was just the debut. Then the second single, Save Me From Myself, we didn't chart, but because it was in the pop category, and it's really, really hard to chart in pop. And then we had Sexing You, and that's in the R&B soul chart. So I guess it might have been a little easier to chart there. But these songs have been a long time in the making. And Save Me From Myself was it was the first song that I recorded when we started to get into making the music. And the producer was just like, bro, why have you been doing music for almost 10 years and you have not one song out? And I started coming up with all these excuses like, oh, it just wasn't right. I haven't met the right people. It didn't meet my standards. And he was like, you sound like you need to be saved from yourself.
Yes.
That's how that song came about.
Wow. And it's definitely a great song for me, even about when I said Save Myself, it's definitely an anthem. But how do you keep going? Because as an independent, you are investing your money. You may not get a return. So how do you handle disappointments or failures in your career? How do you keep moving forward?
Dude, I've experienced a lot of disappointments, and I've been in Los Angeles for 5 years now, and I have really come across some life-changing opportunities, things that have been like in the palm of my hand and taken away from me just as fast as it was almost given. And times I would question whether or not, I should even be doing this. But I think the biggest thing that keeps me motivated is knowing that I couldn't be doing anything else. This is probably bad. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in almost 8, 9 years now, but I will say that back in the day, I was fired from every job I ever worked.
Wow.
From McDonald's to Chuck E. Cheese to Walmart to a call center, I was fired, just constantly getting fired from every job. And so when I think about that, it just makes me think about the fact that this is what I do best, and I think that, Steve Harvey says that your gift is the thing that you do the best with the least amount of effort. And that's what this is, being on stage, sharing my gift and singing in front of a microphone is something that just comes to me. And it's just when I'm the most connected to God, and that really motivates me for sure.
Absolutely. I'm going to play because you have an event, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
A live show.
Friday.
So I'm going to pull up your IG, and your shirt is fire, by the way. It's the people in the chat talking about your shirt right now. Let me stream this really quick. Let me share you making your announcement for announcing your live concert that will air tomorrow. This Friday.
Yes, this Friday.
How do you feel about sitting front row virtually at my private concert? This Friday at 7 p.m., I will be doing the only show of 2020. This will be my single release concert. I'm going to be performing songs from the album, the new single, and so many others. All you got to do is go to my bio, click the link, download the Streamlabs app just to tune in. It's free. There's no trial. There's no hidden cost or anything. Just go to my bio, click the link, and join me this Friday at 7 p.m. Can't wait to see you.
So that is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. September 11th. That is this Friday. And I will be tuned in for that. So, wow. And I was going to ask you how you handling this quarantine, and you're already ahead of the game.
Yeah, I was just talking about this at an interview yesterday. I was saying that there's only 2 types of people in this time. The people that allow everything that's happening in the world to hold them back. And there are people that use this as motivation, and we get prepared for the future. And so I finished my album during this time. I taught myself how to play piano. I've really tried to stay focused because I personally believe there's not an element on earth that can destiny. So it doesn't matter who's president, what pandemic is going on, really anything. There's nothing that can stop destiny. And so I've just been grinding. And this single is my biggest. I had no idea that this was going to do well because it's so much going on right now. But this happens to be my biggest song ever so far. Everyone's loving it. This is the biggest charting song that I've ever had. And it's, I don't know, you know what Sexing You about?
What is it? I don't know what it's about because I'm more so in the melody. So you let me know, what is it about?
So Sexing You, it sounds like a song that would be about sex because he's saying sexing you is all I want to do. But in the verses, if you listen to the song is about a celibate man. I wrote my whole album while I was celibate. And that's one of the things that I do when I'm getting ready for big shows. It's just I kind of like just pull back from being around other people in intimate ways. And so when I wrote the song, it was on one of the hardest nights of my 3-month celibacy while I was writing. And literally, the song is about a celibate man who wants to take that step, but can't. If you listen to the lyrics, that's what it's about. It's a lot less about sex and more about discipline and the journey of a celibate man. And to think that I went through all of that to write this song, and this is my biggest song. You know what I mean? It's a testament to what hard work really can get you.
That humping and actually getting creative, because that helps you create that humping. Because they even tell boxers, don't get it in the night before, don't hump. You know, so
that is a perfect example. Athletes, entrepreneurs, millionaires around the world, they know this. If you hold that power inside when it counts, you can use it, because our sexual energy is the most powerful energy. I mean, we can literally create a whole nother human being with it. So to take that same energy and use it for our goals and our music and manifesting things in our life, it can be really powerful. That's a whole nother conversation.
Absolutely. And I'm dropping your IG in the chat, so we have people in here. If anybody have any questions, this is time, post below and I'll put it on the screen. I'm dropping his Instagram down there so you can go follow, and also so you can go and get into his music.
Yeah, so I had it on private chat. I didn't even know that there was comments.
It's comments. So you put it on a public chat so you can see the chat?
Yeah, I see it now. Wow. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Yes. So I'm just happy that you came on the show, because when I saw it on the Neighborhood Talk, I said, this brother is investing in his brand and more exposure. And people are
shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, man. That is the first blog that has truly supported my journey. And long down the line, when all kind of blogs are posting me and different things, I remember these. I'm gonna remember you. You know what I mean? Before there's a Ellen interview and an Oprah and a this and a that, these are the moments that stay in the back of my heart. You know what I mean? And same Neighborhood Talk, I'm so grateful for Kyle. Anthony is guy over at the Neighborhood Talk. He owns that blog, and he's just such an angel for constantly promoting me. And this happened because of that.
Absolutely. And I wish you nothing but success, because I know you're going to have big, incredible moments. You know, labels going to be knocking on your door, because you're going to be connecting and collaborating. But one of my questions would be, who would you love to collaborate with if you had a dream collaboration?
Oh, I thought you was going to say sign with.
Sign with. I want to do the collaboration again. I was going to go into sign, but who would you like to collaborate with?
So collaboration, I would love to. I know what producer I would love to work with.
Yes.
Missy.
Yes.
I would love to do a song. Like, she don't need to be on a song, but for her to produce something with me would be amazing. I would love to do a song with Jessie J, like a ballad.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that would be so powerful.
When I heard Jessie J and oh my gosh, and Brandy, they did a record together.
Oh man.
That was I can see it. I can see, because they're gonna be knocking it up. But who would you like to be signed to if you had a choice?
Right off the gate, it would be Parkwood. Yeah, Parkwood, Beyonce's label. Because one, I want to be attached to greatness.
Come on.
And two, she has no men. I would love to be the first male singer signed to her label. She got all women. And I think she does that on purpose. But if she was to ever allow to sign a guy, I think I'd be a good fit.
And he does. I speak that in existence, man, because you're on the right track. It's because you are investing and you are believing in self. And I know you think you gorgeous. You're like, I'm gorgeous. I'm talented. Can't nobody tell me different. And I know you're probably speaking embarrassed of this, I'm the shit, and you're actually humble with it. And you're busy. I just left rehearsal, and you still showed up for the interview because you're booked and busy, and I'm so happy for you in this moment. Like, you're working.
Thank you so much. And it's not easy. You know, that's why I surround myself with things. Like, you see this right here? This is my living room.
Wow.
This is when I first wake up, it says, today is a new day. You can start practice clean, embrace kindness, practice compassion, stand for justice, ask for help, listen with your whole heart, offer hope, work for good, be the change you wish to see in the world. I surround myself with this kind of stuff. My vision board is right over there. It's the first thing I see when I get out of the bed in the morning. It says, I am enough and I am light and I am love. We can do this. It got Beyonce literally on there saying we can do this. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff motivates me. And I think it's so important to surround ourselves with motivation in these times of all times. You know, we don't know what's going to happen next, but if we constantly motivate ourselves and surround ourselves with love and artists that we care about and music that we love and just really, really be able to lift our spirits in a tough time, we could all be in this type of place of just let's go, regardless of what's happening. Let's go. Let's get it.
Absolutely. What about you? How they can find you, your information, your social media?
Yeah. So the place where I'm the most active is Instagram. My Instagram is @storyofalonzo. And there's a link at the top of my Instagram. If you just click that link at the top of my Instagram, you can sign up for my mailing list, see my website, everything. That link right there at the top is the link. And that's the link that you go to see the show on Friday. You can stream from anywhere around the world. The show starts at 7 p.m. LA time. So whatever time it is in your city, you can stream right there. And the show is completely free. I'm doing a 45-minute set with my band. I'm doing stuff from the album, Sex and You. It is going to be amazing.
I will definitely be viewing it. I will do a review on it. I can't wait.
Wow, bro, you are such a blessing.
Yes, because I'm all about supporting independent artists because it's a movement. This is the time. And you're talented. Like, you are talented. And I'm like, whoa. And I was listening to your music going all the way on your YouTube. I'm like, I want more, I want more, I want more. So your album, when it's going to drop, you're going to have a full album?
Yeah, so we actually pushed the album back to next year.
Okay.
It was gonna drop this year, but I already knew we're in September, right towards the end of the month, this presidential election gonna take over the internet, and then of course we got the holidays after that. So I think it would have been too big of a risk for an independent artist to release a full body of work right now. But the single is doing well, and then after we promote the single, we'll release the video, and then from there, I'll kind of disappear until next year, and that'll be the album drop.
I don't want you to disappear. I want you to keep being active.
Well, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and yeah.
Yeah. So what can they get your merchandise? Can they get that shirt and purchase that?
So I literally just got these for my band this week for the show Friday, but everybody's been commenting about it. So I'm going to have to look into getting some merch because I didn't even think about it yet. I'm like, what do I need merch right now for?
You need to put that on. I'm going to show you the website where you need to put it on, and you can put your prices so after the concert they can get your merch.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to rock that shirt because that shirt is lit. Like, it's a vibe like that. That to me is lit, and they're definitely would buy. A couple of people is streaming and clicking on your page. Thank you to the people that are watching. So that is dope. I'm even putting you on to my parents and to my mom and to my sisters. I'm sending in them like, y'all need to get these artists out, because me, if I find a great artist, I'm going to send it to my group chats and spread the word because you're dope. You're a talented artist, and I know the process, working behind the scenes, putting money into a studio, and it costs money to clear a record, paying for the beat, dealing with the producer, marketing, photo shoots. People don't understand. It's like a whole journey, and now
it's all my money.
It's all your money, and you're paying for a band. Most people don't do a band. You have a band, and they can go like. You put I saw one of your clips and you were just in the club just performing. And
I know what you're talking about. That was a Sayers Club in Hollywood. Was the lights red and stuff?
Yeah.
That used to be one of my spots. Every week I would perform there every Thursday.
And it was like, what? But I think, once COVID will pass, I pray that it will pass. I pray that we get a new blood, new leadership, a new spirit of people that really care about people. And I'm just here for it because I think next year is your year because you're already doing it right. You're doing a virtual concert. People now want to get your merchandise. you're already out there on the blogs, and they just keep that momentum going. And next thing you know, you will be like, hey, this label calling, or if they never call, at least you're in the chart. Getting that next, you know, you got celebrating the top 10 because now you have streaming. This is the new way for independent art. Usually you had no choice but to go to a major label or a CD in the back of your truck. But now iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, it is so much social media, and you know that social media game. You're out there actively showing the people what do you do. When you click on your Instagram or Alonzo page, you know what are you doing, that you an artist and that you are a performer. Now you don't get up in there and just play DJ play a little beat. No, you could have been. I'm like, I love that old school feel like of it, and y'all on the show.
Yep, that's my thing. I love putting. See the people. So we were talking about this earlier. My inspirations, like the people that I study, are Patti LaBelle, Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin, Whitney. Those were the people that I was watching and studying. I wasn't really paying attention to the guys, and I love Michael Jackson, of course. But when it came to really studying, like the drama of singing, it was the divas, the women back in the day. So you kind of see it. If you watch me, you see I kind of got a little old lady in me sometimes.
Hey, yeah, I know you're gonna be in that watching that versus battle too, Gladys Knight and
dude, I am so excited about that. Everybody, now don't get me wrong, I was excited about Brandy and Monica, but when I met Patty, I was like, now that's my kind of show.
Yes, I'm here for it. Even though you got to tell the fans how to get an Instagram, tell them how to. But I will be tuned in and watch how their streams go up. Watch it, and I would love to see that for independent artists to get a platform to do it. And sometimes independent artists need to just come together and say, let's just put our own versus battle and let's do our own little spin to it, because I just love just celebrate of music and introducing it to people that would never, like even Brandy and Monica, they literally are reintroduced as new artists, even though they have people are streaming that, oh my gosh, I love it. I'm seeing people that are 16, 17-year-olds streaming their music just like it just came out. But the beauty of versus battle made new consumers get into the Brandy and Monica. So that was a great business decision.
Yeah, and it's perfect right now because there is a generation, I mean, Gen Z is the generation that they don't really know about. Brandy hadn't released an album for 7 years. These kids are 16, so they was like, 8 years old. You know what I mean? It's just now that they're getting this visibility at this moment, it's allowing a completely new generation to see them. And as it pertains to us independents, I think that any type of exposure is we down for whatever. So a versus battle or anything, like we want to be seen,
Absolutely. Because you're there, like either a docu-series or a reality show that's featured around artists about what they go to, whatever it is, brother. Like I could see you in acting. I could definitely see that for you. I can see that. So have you ever thought about getting into it? And I know you're in LA, so you should have went to a couple of auditions.
Yeah, I do a little bit of acting. I do a lot of acting on my TikTok.
Yeah, okay.
My TikTok is the same name as my Instagram.
I gotta follow. So you do so you easy. Like you are an artist that you put in the work. You on TikTok, Instagram, you about to do a live show. So you're doing things that mainstream artists need to be on.
I actually got more followers on TikTok than I do Instagram.
I can imagine, because you're probably more entertaining out there, and that is it's a new app, and it's way to be, because back in the day it was fine. Remember that? Everybody was on that.
Yep.
That went away. So TikTok is like the different. I still got to learn how to do TikTok, child.
I taught myself over. That was my little activity over quarantine. But I have so much fun on TikTok. And see, the thing is my music is fairly serious.
Okay.
like take me from myself, would think that I'm just a very serious person, which I am. You know, I take my art seriously, but TikTok allows me to like show my goofy side and, you know, have a lot more fun. And so, yeah, I love TikTok.
I gotta follow. I have to download TikTok because it's so many stuff. You got Bingo Live, TikTok,
Oh
YouTube.
yeah, it's an app for everything.
It's like, gosh, wow. So, are you gonna settle down, or is you gonna give me the industry as you married to your music?
Ooh, is that the industry answer? That is definitely my answer. Man, that is crazy. You know, okay, so I've been single for a little over 2 years now. And that was only my second relationship in my life. But I think that I did kind of like marry my career after that. But I'm open to possibilities. I think the biggest thing is I always feel now don't nobody take this personally, but I feel like relationships can be a distraction. And like, yeah, it can, you know, you can get sucked into something. Y'all be laying up all the time.
Because with me, even doing this show as a public figure, you doing an interview. If I was in a relationship, what if I got to go out to dinner or
right.
I'm always on the show because I got to work with the artist. You just never know because tomorrow you can blow up and become a new thing tomorrow, and I didn't miss out on the interview because I want to be booed up. So, but now I'm into like chasing my dreams. So once I'm financially stable and got my yachts, got my jets, got my properties, my stock portfolios, then okay, I'm ready. Because then you got plenty candidates. You gotta work it hard, you know.
And the thing is there is one person that is, I'd say, like in the lead that would be a contender.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate about that one person is that it's no pressure, you know. And that's what my mom would always say. She would say, you know, love doesn't have to be a distraction. If that person is the real person for you, they won't distract you. They'll actually push you in the direction that you're supposed to be going. And so this person is definitely someone that has been really, really supportive, but not a distraction, not pressuring me to be available when I'm not, you know, that kind of stuff. And yeah, but right now the focus is the music for sure.
Somebody asked and they wanted to know how old are you?
Dang. Oh, you know what I like to ask the LA question, which is how old do I look?
I think you look in your mid-20s though. You look
all
good.
Right, you right.
In your mid-20s.
I'm 29.
Wow. So okay. Now you know, this is our last, I would say, you know, so I'm 30, like November 11, 1990, and I'm just celebrating the last of it. We're about to get into a whole nother decade. And I'm excited for that. Are you excited about to reach 30? Are you excited?
You know, I used to be like really nervous about it because I thought that I wanted to be way further along in my career.
Me too.
But what I learned, and this is what I've learned in Los Angeles, everybody that's really making moves, they're in their mid-30s. You know, Lizzo just had the biggest year of her life. She's 34, bro.
34 years old.
Grind for years, but to finally get to the Grammys and all of this stuff, she's in her 30s. All of some of our faves are in their 30s and 40s, and it's so funny to see how, you know, you just would never know, because as long as you take care of yourself, you can stay like timeless when you look young.
I used to be like Patty and still got them vocals at her age, you know. But you're so right, because at first I was in doubt. Like, oh my gosh, I want to accomplish this, I want to do this, and I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm glad that I'm consistent now. I'm looking forward to this beautiful, a new decade, because, you know, growing up where I grew up, a lot of people didn't make it to their 29 years old. A lot of, you know, because, you know, gangs and all that. But I'm so happy to see us as Black men creatively chasing and doing something positive. And I think for that, I was like, oh, wow, I love that, because we need to see more of that. And the thing I want for this show is to be more supportive of Black content creators.
Man, you first of all, you're doing an amazing job already. Because I definitely did my research too, and I was just like, wow, this is a great opportunity, and I appreciate genuine spirits that really believe in us.
Yes.
And just know if you ever come to LA, you got free tickets.
Yes, I can't wait to get to LA because I love to LA. I do want to travel. That's one of my goals. I want to travel more for this show and really meet these people that I've interviewed virtually. Whenever we are ready to go, because of this pandemic, whenever we're free to like go, I am going and living life because it don't limit yourself. Like it is so many opportunities out here. You're in a beautiful market. LA is a massive market for music. You're in a different time zone. So it's just an incredible experience to you to be there. And you're not lazy. You actually work because some people go to LA. You still got to work. You got to have that work ethic. And you have to drive. And you're putting that money where your mouth is and say, hey, this is it. This is my dream. This is where I want to go.
Yep. And LA, it'll bring it out of you. You know,
Absolutely.
When I first got here, I was at home. I was considered a local celebrity. You know, I had just came from America's Got Talent, and I was touring China, and I was doing all these things. And in Rockford, I was considered a local celebrity. I had the key to the city, all these things. Came to LA and realized all the local celebrities from their hometowns is here.
Yes.
That's when I was like, oh no, there is no sleeping, because I might have had it good back home, but now I gotta go head up with the Alonzo from Atlanta, the Alonzo from New York, the Alonzo from some other small place, and not to say that, ooh, Alonzo, simmer down. You really think you're somebody right now?
Sometimes you gotta say yourself. I do it. I have to say, I have the greatest show. I speak those things. And for me, my mindset is changing. I want to be wealthy. I want power. And the type of power I want, like Oprah Winfrey type of power, when she have an artist, 300,000 people donate, stream their record. That's the type of power I want. If I have an author, his book go #1. And I'm chasing that and putting that work in. And so when we get there, you will appreciate it because you put the work in. It wasn't given to you. So when you get it, you're going to make sure you're going to maintain it, and you're going to make sure you're going to have the skill set to expand in other lanes.
And most importantly, share.
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely.
I'm gonna, if I were to start my own label, I would be looking for the artists, because right now the labels only care about the artists that really don't need them. Those are the artists that the label go after, the artists that don't even need them anymore.
Facts.
But I would be looking for an artist that has less followers, you know, that don't nobody really know about, because that was the old motto of the business. Let me find someone that is talented and I will make you a superstar. Now they look for these people that are already viral, because what they want to do is kind of predict the return on their investment. So it's like, oh, you got 100,000 followers already. You're already selling out shows. It's easy to put money into you because I know I'm going to get it back. It's not as big of a risk as it used to be. But as it pertains to like my own goals, I want to look into helping other artists that went through the same journey as me. I don't forget things, man. I don't forget my journey and where I came from and the people that helped me along the way. And I know that for sure it'll come a time where I will be able to share the wealth. And I always have felt like, you know, it's room for everybody to eat at the table. I don't know why people are so like weird about that anyway.
Because they're in their mindset, they have a small mind. And even when they grew the show, I never forgot about the artists that were coming up. And I went back to Chicago last week and I interviewed artists to introduce them to my platform, because I never forget where I come from, because I can remember when the show only had 2 listeners, and now we're growing every single day. But I always love interviewing independent artists because yes, it's hard to get the celebrity interviews because they already know who they're gonna get. They got their publicists, but talking with those independent artists, that's when they don't have all these people around them. They're giving you this, and you're seeing them before the mainstream see them. So I would love that, and I can't wait to see you on the Grammy stage, the NAACP Image Awards, just to really see you out there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember when.
Yeah, and that's honestly, I even when I seen your email, because my publicist and my manager shares that same email address.
Okay.
And the question was, do you want us to respond? I was like, no. He reached out directly, and I knew it was from the Neighborhood Talk because it was the same day that they posted me. I was like, I'm going to talk to him. And that's why I responded to you. You've been speaking directly to me this whole time. And that's how I am in these type of situations. I'm not untouchable. I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? And even in public, even at shows, I'm the same way. I'll be out there. I mean, I hope I can still hug people after all this, because I want to give people hugs and be involved with everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw it on Neighborhood Talk, I said, man, this guy is something special. And I went on your IG, your music was like, wow. And I was playing it over and over and over again. Because I'm like, gosh, like this man can go. And for you to say that you didn't know too much of Prince's music, that'll just let you know, like, what? Even your other vocal arrangement, your voice, you can do many things with your voice. It's just great. I'm here for it. You have an amazing voice. Shout out to your team, and you keep going, brother. Like, don't give up. Like, don't give up. Even, don't give up. Keep moving, because you're on the right track.
Oh, man, I really appreciate that. And like I said, I remember a moment where I didn't get these type of opportunities. Nobody wanted to hear my story. Nobody cared about my gift. And so I really appreciate that. And dude, anytime you want to do this, I am down.
Yes, I'm here I will be contacting you after your show. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. Because I'm excited, because you're the first, I think that you're the first independent artist that doing a live show, doing a live concert, and you're streaming it to your fans. Because of course, I seen Fantasia, and she's another independent. I said, that's the way to go, because that's how you're changing with the times. Okay, we can't bring people to it. Okay, let's stream it.
Fantasia would be somebody else I would love to do a feature with.
That would be dope. Because y'all both put on the show. Y'all put on the show.
That rock, pop, soul type vibe. She's all about rock, soul. She always say rock, soul. That and that's my type of music, rock, pop, soul. So I would love to do.
Your birthday? When is your zodiac sign? Like, when is your birthday?
I am a Pisces.
A Pisces.
March 3/3.
Wow.
Yep.
Out here. Wow. Come on.
Who's yours?
November 11th.
No, Scorpio?
Yeah, Scorpio.
One of my best friends is a Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I can't wait. Oh, man. Thank you, Alonzo. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. I can talk to you all day. This was, again, your show will be this Friday.
Yes, this Friday, 7 p.m. You just click the link on my bio in my Instagram, and you can download the app right there. It's professional. It's a professional streaming service. So this app has been streaming concerts like before COVID. So it'll be a real stage, lights, few camera angles. It's going to be the whole thing. It'll be like a Instagram live situation. So I'm really excited about it. And we're going to try to put on an amazing show for you guys.
All right. I'm going to drop it in the link in the comments. So you all can go and click on there and follow him. And if you have any questions, you can always go to his IG, or you can reach out to me, and I will send you all of his links, and I will definitely let you know. Thank you again.
Somebody said, sing a note for us, Alonzo. Who's that? Mayberry said that. So I have this thing where I used to always be scared to sing when people ask me to sing on the spot. So now every time someone asks me, the way that I got over that was that I have to always do it. If it's in the grocery store or anywhere, I have to always do it. So Mayberry, this is your lucky day. Let me take some water. Oh, he said my name. I'm a fan. This is so cool that we can talk to them.
Yeah.
Sound okay. I believe in you and me, that we were meant to be in love eternally. Well, as far as I can see, you will always be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. And was that good enough, man?
Yes.
I could see I could have sang some more loud, but my neighbors would be like, "You always over."
Wow. Okay. I would love to see you come to Dallas. Like, oh my gosh, like you. Wow. Come on.
Yeah,
Say,
what time is it there? Is the
it
sun
is.
still out?
It's 10:29, right? It's 10:29 here.
Is the sun still out?
No, the sun is down now.
Oh, I thought outside the windows it looked like the sun was still out.
Oh no, that's my green screen.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that, bro. I swear I thought that was your house.
One day though, that's my vision board.
Nobody.
Oh my God, I just interviewed another artist. His name is Mike Phillips, and he actually performed with Prince. Okay. He thought that this was a house. I was like, one day.
Well, you ain't have to tell me because I was like, "Whoa, this is beautiful."
One day, and I can just hit you up. Hey man, I want you to come up before about how we got all these.
I seen that piano back there. I'm like, "Ooh, I love to tap on them keys."
This is how I want my place. I always want like a piano there. I want it to be spacious, and I always want like parties,
Mm-hmm.
and then put people on, especially if you Black. If like an artist like you, Alonzo, come to. We got all these, and put people on, find talented people, and that's what I want to do, and bring that back because I think we need more of that community support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. And almost just like sit down and just hear your vision and just encourage you, give you contacts and just tell you, just that's like my vision. I would love that. And it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. And dude, you are an angel. That's all I have to say. Man,
this was a great, I know you got to go and eat your food because you're always on the go.
Man. Oh my gosh. It's just this week is kind of crazy, but yeah.
But that's good though. I wanted to always have them crazy weeks when you're busy, I think that's great. And you're doing it while you're hot and you're on the charts and you're not letting it die down. I think that's incredible.
It's important and you got to keep the momentum going. So I know that I'm just trying to get everything done because soon as we get out this month of September, October gonna get here and I'm telling you, it's gonna be presidential election, this, that. It's gonna be too much going on for me, and that's why I'm trying to get everything done now.
Yeah, because emails gonna leak, conversations gonna leak, the N-word gonna leak, post office probably gonna get robbed or some mail will get lost. I'm here for the ride, and of course we're gonna cover it, but it's gonna be a hot mess.
Yep.
But I'm here for it. But I'm glad that you're already putting that work in and doing this spending. I'm so glad that Neighborhood Talk posted you. Shout out to Kyle, like Alonzo. Thank you, brother. Make sure y'all go follow him and his concert. Like, let's stream it, let's view it. I'm gonna remind you all that 30 minutes before he get on stage, we need to download this app and view it.
Please, it's gonna be bro. I was in rehearsal today. And if the spirit shows up through that app like it did in rehearsal today, it is about to be a moment. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Thank you, Alonzo, man. Thank
you.
Anything else you wanted to share?
No. I mean, I thank you so much. And for all of the people that's been in the comments in the chat, thank you guys for being with us. And I'm just so appreciative of this moment. We got so much to be grateful for. And I'm just grateful.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night. Make sure you go stream Alonzo. His new single, Sexing You, is available all on streaming platforms. Stream. Go to iTunes and purchase it as well. Because I'm going to go to iTunes right now because I love supporting independent artists. And your record is definitely dope. Like, I have to get into it. I said, let me actually go to iTunes and purchase it. I'm going to do that right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if anybody in here that do it, send me a screenshot so I can post it in the story so I can post it. So I'm about to do that right now so y'all can see. Y'all see that? Hold on, let me buy it. Purchase.
Dang.
Yes. Wow. I was like, yes, you're awesome. Like, yes. So it's right here.
I'm lost for words, man.
Yeah.
This has literally made my week. And you just never know. You never know who you're touching right now. And I appreciate you. I really do.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming on the show.
Wow. Oh, yeah. TikTok is, yes. Go and look at that TikTok. Dave, the Dover Queen.
Oh, they love your TikTok.
Yeah, Dave, the Dover Queen. She looked at the TikTok.
Yes. Go.
Thank you, Almond Brown. Thank you.
I'm gonna download TikTok and follow you right now because I had it at first. I'm like, what is this? So I got to get into it and like follow people.
Yeah, it's weird. It's you gotta take some getting used to, but it's my favorite app because honestly, and I've been saying this, Facebook can be too much for me sometimes. Instagram can be up and down depending on who you follow, but TikTok is gonna always make you laugh and bring positive vibes. Seriously, and I ain't even paying me to say that.
All right. Thank you all. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you, Alonzo, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All right now. Peace.